Okay, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? John Davis back at you, and today in this quick tutorial what I'm going to show you is exactly how I was able to start this business of calling leads in the final expense market. And I would set one Saturday a month, right? One Saturday a month. I had answered an ad years ago back in 2014 that I could part-time make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month working like basically a day or two. And I was like, what? And it said a lot more than that, but it got my attention, right? So I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it, because I did it, and it was a way, instead of trying to piecemeal an appointment here and an appointment there, and I felt like I was always running, and I had this one, and I would set an appointment at 1 o'clock and then one at 7, and then they would cancel, and I'm like, my whole day was shot. Finally, somebody helped me sit down and put a schedule together, and the other 3 weeks out of the month, I didn't have to worry about anything. So I'm gonna go over how my dial days went, and how I set my appointments, and how my averages were, and how working on a Saturday, one Saturday a month, how I was able to earn about $2,500 to $3,000 extra each and every month. Once I got a little comfortable, once I got some experience behind me, and I worked with top people who were closing. So I'm gonna assume, and if you don't, you're gonna jump in and start watching a ton of videos. You're gonna get with some agents who are freaking crushing it. If your company hosts like weekly meetings, you're gonna go, whether they're in person or they're on the phone, if they got an online university. Get yourself immersed into some stuff and figure this out. Like, you're not gonna go have that type of success if you don't know anything or you don't have any experience. It's like anything. Imagine if you started walking, like, let's say, when do babies start trying to walk? When they're like 8 or 9 months old, or a year or something like that. Imagine after like a month of you trying to walk, your parents are like, sorry, John, it just ain't gonna happen for you, brother. You're gonna be crawling for the rest of your life. Like, you gotta keep pushing. And I've seen some people come out of the gate and they're just bang, bang, bang because of their experience. They're used to being in social environments, maybe working retail or something. And then there's other people who are just freaked out by getting on the phone or getting out there and helping folks. But once you get the experience, and make sure you got a good team, make sure you got somebody to reach out to when you're out there. Don't go out in the field, and I mean literally, you would never go out into an unknown field in a forest, like on a hike, and not tell somebody you were going, and maybe take a compass or a GPS, right? Don't go out on your sales calls, whether you're 10 years, 20 years, I don't care if you're the top guy in the business writing millions of dollars a month, or if you're starting out and you've never written one and your license hasn't even made it yet, but you can do it because you got a digital copy of it. Make sure you got a lifeline, man. Make sure, and whoa, man, girls and boys, make sure you're telling people what you're doing, right? So here's what I would do. I'm looking at my notes. I had 3 different calendar days involved in me working on a Saturday to make about $2,500 to $3,000 a month. So it would look like this. I would dial. Now I've got 4 children. I got twins who are 9, and I got 2 teenagers, right? I got baseball, softball, swimming, basketball, hiking. We ride skateboards, we walk, we hike. We've got 80-something people that sit down for Thanksgiving dinner in this little bitty town that I live in at my parents' place, because there's 5 generations. Like, stuff don't stop. I'm involved in Rotary and the Chamber and all kinds of other stuff. We pick up trash this Saturday. We're going down to the St. Louis City to help pick up trash and help the homeless and give out rain gear. We don't quit, but you can find a way to do this. You got to let people know. You can't just not tell your significant other that Thursday night you're gonna lock yourself in a bedroom call, you're gonna go meet some people at a hotel lobby and make some phone calls, or wherever it is you're gonna call, and that you're gonna do the same thing on a Friday morning, and oh, by the way, I'm gone all day Saturday. Like, that ain't gonna work, man. Whoa, man, it ain't gonna work. You gotta bring people on board. If you're watching this and you're training agents, you need to find out who your agents' people are that hang around. You need to, if it's close enough, if you can't meet them in person, pick up the phone and get to know their family, their spouses. If you're bringing them, I'm 44. If I'm on board an 18-year-old man or woman, or somebody just out of college, I tried to get on the phone with their parents. I wanted to especially we're bringing them into the insurance world. I wanted to talk to them and tell them about this exciting opportunity and how much I loved their son or daughter and thought they were awesome, and I really sincerely wanted to help them crush it. Like, I needed people behind them to support them, right? All right, enough of that. Hey, by the way, my name is John Davis. I'm in Troy, Missouri. I am not recruiting. I am not offering contracts. If you send me an app, I'll send it back. I won't take your business. I'm not taking your agents. My partners and I create leads in the final expense world. We started trying years ago, and now we're crushing it. We're producing the best ones in the industry. We don't resell. We're not buying from others and marking them up. We got them. We make them ourselves. It's our own secret sauce, and they're awesome. So we started producing stuff like this so people can help each other be more successful. So here's what I did when I started out, just like this. So let's say I got a calendar here and I got a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Can you see that? I hope you can. I hope you can. Maybe I'll change colors. That one's not working so well. So I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And I got my times over here. Let's say I got 8, 9, you get my drift, 11, 12, and I go on down to however late. I set appointments on Saturday mornings at sometimes 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. If they were farmers, they're like, well, if you really want to do this and you're coming out, we're in this, we're in the tool shed at 7:30. I'm in a very rural area. I'm like, all right, I'll bring the coffee. I'll see you at 7. Not a big deal. I didn't care. And I would book my appointments all up to like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Like if somebody was going to let me come in their house on a Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I'm getting an app. I'm going to get an app. They wouldn't let me come in. I'm going to get an app. Right? So I would set up my calendar like this. This is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. On Thursday nights, I come home from work. I would go to my car in the parking lot at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. And I would dial my phone as long as I had to, but I would call up until 9 p.m. I could make about 35 dials an hour. Not miles per hour, dials per hour. DPHs, dials per hour. I call the number, and we got training on dial, but I call this number 3 times. So I call it, let it ring 3 or 4 times. Nobody answers, I hang up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I dial it again. Each lead I called 3 times. Half my appointments were set on that 3rd ring. We'll get into that on another training. It's not this one. But I would dial about 35 times per hour. I would always make sure, if I wanted to set 10 appointments over here on Saturday, that was my goal. I know that sounds like a lot, but I'll explain why I did it. I needed about 30 fresh leads to me, right? Now, one of the companies I was working for had all different kinds of leads. They had brand new leads that had never been touched. They had leads that were 3 or 4 years old that were really cheap and had been called I don't know how many times, right? They had everything in between. I know I needed 30 fresh leads to me, and I didn't want all old junky ones, and we'll get into where you can get them and who, maybe upline buys them, I don't even know. But I wanted 30, can you see this way up here? In my scenario, World War Rider, I wanted 30 fresh shots on goal, right? 30. So that means I might have had to make 90 phone calls. I don't know, which would take me about 3 or 4 hours. So if I had to call everyone 3 times, I got 4 hours, I should be able to do it without stopping, right? So I wanted 30 fresh leads. I could make 35 dials an hour. I called every number 3 times, unless they answered on the first time and I set an appointment. I wouldn't call them 2 more times. That would be weird. And I was setting my appointments. This is Friday, right? I was setting my appointments for Friday evening on the hour, so I could set 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I lied. I couldn't set 5 because I didn't get off work till 5. So I had 6, 7, 8, 9, right? My really important day that I loved was my Saturday, because my Friday night, if I got lucky and set it and sold an appointment, sold an app, sold a help the family, picked up an app with a check or whatever you want to call it, I was fired up. But it was more so because I was only doing this once a month. It was more so just getting me back in the game. Like I was getting there. I had all my apps together. I got my head back around. I probably did a call with one of my upline or crossline or a manager or something to, just kind of talking. Maybe I watched a couple videos and I went over my scripts and my in-home, which all that stuff I'm not going to go over in this video, but we'll do some videos to help you guys with in-homes and phone scripts and all that stuff. But Friday night it was just like my warm-up, right? Like I was going to run a marathon, but I just went out and just, maybe ran like a 5K or something like that, or just went to the gym and hit the treadmill. I just loosened up and got excited, and I got ready to go to battle on Saturday. Saturday was my day where I made my money. But I would get lucky on Friday night, and I'd pick up an app here and there. But I was just a little rusty. So on Saturday, I booked my appointments, right? Boom, 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 boom. And we'll get into arranging leads and how to keep things quick, because if you book them up that much, sometimes I would ever go to a doctor? I was going to say double book. Ever go to a doctor, you're sitting in the lobby, ask the guy next to you, what time's your appointment? He says 10, you're like, by the way, so is mine. And there's like 4 other people sitting there waiting, and it's like almost 11, and nobody's went in and seen them. That's because they double and triple and quadruple book their appointments because people don't show up. So I would book my appointments. I put a little mark next to them. Let's say I'm calling Joe. I'm like, hey, Joe, it's John getting back to you about that form you sent in about that state-approved final expense covers death benefit. You said your favorite hobby was golfing. Man, I wish I was golfing today. My boss has got me working late to get through these files. But anyway, Joe, they got me in your area Friday evening and Saturday. I just need to know which one of those two work best for you. Oh, great. Saturday? Okay. And on Saturday, you got morning, afternoon, whatever. I'm booking my appointment. Well, let's say Joe's like, I'm not 100% sure. If it's too nice, Joey's going to call me. We might go fishing, but other than that, I should be here. I'm probably going to pull a little star by old Freddie Fisherman there. And then if I get another person that's good around 10 in the morning or 9 in the morning or 8 in the morning, I might double book them. Right? Now I'm going to go to Freddie Fisherman first because I told him, but if he's not there, that's okay. I got this double booked appointment. If he is there, hey, that's cool. Maybe my 8 o'clock no showed me and I can show up there early and catch him off guard and he didn't get time to go fishing yet. Or maybe they're both there and that's awesome in this one. My point is, if you book 10 appointments, somebody's going to no show you. I'm just telling you now, go ahead and get the crying out of the way. They'll do it to you. Your own grandma will do it to you. Somebody's gonna no-show you. 2 or 3 people might no-show you. Here's what I know every month that happened. Looking for my eraser. Right? Here's what I did. When I booked my 10 appointments, I'm gonna show you the results. So me, I dialed Thursday night, 5 to 9, and on Friday morning, if I needed it, I would get up at 7:30. I would be dialing by 7:30. I get up at 7:30. I was sitting down in front of my leads on Friday morning. If I didn't set all my appointments for Friday night and Saturday, then I would dial again on Friday morning from like 7:30 to 8:30 or so, or even 7:30 to 8. You can make like 15 or 20 dials, and you get a hold of a lot of people early in the morning that you would never reach at night. And guess what? We're not bound to telemarketing calls, so 7:30, at 7:30 in the morning, it's okay because people contacted us. They asked us to call them, so we don't have to worry about 9 to 5 stuff, right? So 7:30 and 8 is golden time. So I would make sure I had my appointments set, and then here's what happened. I would have my 10 appointments, right? 3 to 4 of them, no show me. It just happens. It just happens. They no show. I don't know, you get there and one of the spouses is gone, or somebody had ball, or they just forgot, or they won't let you in. I don't know. You know, maybe they went to the fish fry on Friday night and they didn't eat the fish and the soup made them sick. I don't know. Somebody's gonna no-show you. So if I got 10 appointments and 3 or 4 no-show me, guess what that means? That means I'm gonna sit with an average of 6, 5 to 6, right? So I'm gonna sit with 6 people, 6 families. I'm gonna sit with them. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna love on them. I'm gonna make them laugh. We might even probably gonna cry because we're gonna talk about the possibility of Billy now coming home, and after she realizes he ain't sitting around the bar in a tailgate pickup truck having some cold beers, and then somebody knocks on the door, and they open the door and it's the highway patrolman, their heart sinks because they know they're only there for one freaking reason. Billy had a car wreck and he's dead. So we're gonna make sure we don't leave that house unless we protect that family when we sit with these 6 people. But even with all that said, out of those 6 people, you're not gonna help them all. I don't know why. Maybe they don't have any money. Maybe they're really sick and the only thing that is available costs so much they just can't afford it. Maybe you find out they really do already have something like they said on the phone, and it's the best thing in the world, and if you're doing your job, sometimes you just gotta tell people, you got the best thing going, leave it alone. Like that, and you should do that if that's the case. But here's what I do know. If you got 10 appointments and you sit with 6, I'm gonna help 3. I'm gonna help 3 families. Right? Is that how you spell families? I'm gonna help 3 families. My average family on my leads, my average monthly premium is about $85, right? $85, I'm gonna call that MP, $85 a monthly premium. Times 12, that's about $1,000, right? That's about $1,000 a year. Now, let's say you're working for a company and you're only getting half that. I don't know what your comp schedule is, and it doesn't matter. I went out knowing that I was gonna make about $500 for each family I helped. So I don't know if you're at 500% contract, a 25% contract, a 70% contract. I don't know. If you wanna make more money, set more appointments and write more business, right? Don't blame it on your upline if they're not giving you enough commission. All I knew is if I had 10 appointments, I would set with probably 6. I would help 3 families at about $1,000 a month. If I helped 3, come on now, pull out your fancy calculators, go to Google and tell me how much that is. That's $3,000 bucks, right? Right? So I got 3 times 1,000. That's $3,000 in AP. If I'm getting about half that because I'm making the 500, I just made 1,500 bucks, right? I just made 1,500 bucks. Get it? And if I picked up one on Friday night, I made another 500 bucks, right? So I just went out and put 2,000 bucks in my pocket. My average close ratio was a little higher than that, and my commission rate was higher than 50%. So when I would go out and set my 10 appointments, I would pick up enough apps and earn enough commissions that I was earning between $2,500 and $3,000 a month. So I don't want to shoot it super high. I know there's a lot of companies out there that offer some amazing training and awesome support, and some of you guys, because of that, are willing to give up some commissions or whatever because of that, and I think that's awesome. Because there's a lot of companies out there that'll give you sky's the limit on a commission, but don't call them. Don't look for help. Don't look for training. Don't look for any support. As a matter of fact, if you tell them about a good case you're working on, they might send somebody over there to get it before you do. I don't know. It's a crazy world. But I do know if you put in the work, you'll get better, you'll get gooder, right? And if you want to run this business part-time and make, how about this? Let's just say that you did that. The average person in the United States makes like less than $50,000, right? They're making like $48,000 or something like that they just put out. And this is 2019. I think that's crazy, but let's say that's right. Let's just go ahead and say they make 50,000 bucks, right? The average U.S. citizen makes $50,000. Let's say once a month, you put in a little bit of overtime throughout the week. And once a month, your boss walked in and said, "Hey, John, hey, Susie, how would you like an extra $1,000? Are you kidding me? That's $250 a week. How would you like an extra $250 a week raise? I think one of the problems in this business is everybody puts this huge, oh, I'll make $100,000 and $200,000, and my upline's making $700,000 and $1 million. Guess what? They are. Some people do. And they probably started out just like you and me, didn't have a license, obviously, no training, and they just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. They didn't give up, and they didn't give up. And who knows what their dreams and goals are? I don't know. But something made them just go, go, go for it. But everybody's not like that. Imagine if you set all those 10 appointments and you worked Thursday night for 2 or 3 hours and you set some appointments, and you worked Friday morning, you went into work a half hour early and sat in the parking lot and made a few more phone calls. And on Saturday you got up and you ran appointments from like 8 o'clock to 4 or 5 in the afternoon, or maybe you ran them all the way till 9 o'clock. Maybe it took you a whole Saturday once a month. So you had like 4 hours, and let's say you did another like 7 or 8. So let's say you did 12 hours. Let's say you worked 12 hours on that Saturday, and you work 3 hours on that Thursday, and another, let's just call it an hour. So 15, 16 hours, right? 16 hours once a month. 16 hours once a month. 16 hours once a month. And all you made was $1,000 bucks. Would $1,000 a month in your bank account change your life? I know it would. If it wouldn't, you wouldn't be watching this video. And let's say you screw around and make 2,000 or 3,000 like I did. I had Saturdays that I went out and didn't write anything. Trust me, it will happen. And I'd be like, oh, but then I would go do it again and I might pick up twice as much. It always averaged out. I just knew it would. The numbers don't lie. They work if you work them. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it there. So what we learned here is how I got started. How I got started running final expense leads, working about 15 hours extra a week on a Thursday night, Friday morning, making some phone calls, running appointments on Friday night after working on Saturday. I made sure I always had like about 30 fresh leads to me. If you work with an organization, maybe they advance you leads. A good quality lead's gonna cost you, gosh, some organizations charge like 50, 60, 70 bucks for them. We create some really awesome proprietary one-off, we don't share them with no one, awesome final expense leads, and our price is 25 bucks. I know you can get them a lot cheaper. I know you can get them a lot more. I know some organizations will buy them. I know some uplines will pay for them so you can get started. Maybe you can borrow the money. Maybe you start off with the friends and family like in the video before this, and then after you get some money you reinvest it in yourself and buy some leads. I don't know, but you'll need about 30 people to call if you want to set yourself 10 good quality solid appointments for Friday and Saturday, right? It's just a fact, because some people aren't going to be home. You might get a wrong number and you got to refund your lead. Some people are going to be on vacation. Some people are just going to say no matter who you are and how badass of an appointment setting guru you are. They're just going to say no and nobody's going to set it. So I'm out of here. Again, my name's John Davis with Bang Bang Social Media. Thank you for taking the time. If you like our videos, or my cheesy little backgrounds and the stuff that we're doing here, it's all just about educating. It's Saturday. I don't dress up. It's like 4 in the afternoon. We just got a new dog. I'm gonna go take him on a trail walk. I cannot wait. But I'm just dressing like I would dress if I came into work on a Saturday and chill. Like, well, what's the point of standing there in a suit and tie? I don't wear suit and ties to see my customers. So I'm just chilling. Just came from my daughter's basketball game. Basketball. I'm thinking about basketball because I'm so tall. My daughter's volleyball game. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna hang out with my kiddos, and hey, subscribe, smash that alert button, shoot us some messages, check out our websites and different stuff. But if you want to direct message me, hit me up. I will help you as much as I can. All right, guys, John Davis in St. Louis, Missouri. Until the next.